but it will help out on their top side as well. So, you know, the Dawning Shadow has its power. I'm just not sold on it in its 2 versus 2 capability here. At these early game moves on the map, Light 3-wave crashes, goes down to base, grabs a call, moves up to this top side alongside Tian.
Oh, Flandre just overplayed his hand here himself. He's going to get pillared. He waited. Tien perfectly do it, but he gets in the way of the slice and dice. He gave him the exit strategy, but luckily gets followed up on there. Tien does get first blood for Weibo.
Here to try and force off Light.
Oh, Crisp is running, but he is not nearly going to be able to make it in time. This is such a tough position to be in by Light. He's going to try to tank as much as he can. He's going to try to get the wave as low as he can, but he's just going to get the solo bola to Flandre.
I mean, he's tanking the whole wave as well, and he catches the majority of it. I think he misses 4 or 5 creeps from the Renekton. They're all, apart from the E, instant.
AL just overextending in multiple waves now. As AL looks like they might not get punished too heavily. Weibo are desperate for this one. I mean, they are so overextended right now. He's just diving for it. Tien is going for the fight on Tarzan now. Tarzan's left by himself. Flandre went the long way around, so they don't really have teammates here. Slice and Dice coming through with the crash downs there. Flandre gets the Q spin, gets the heal back, and look at Flandre tanking up so much here. He might get ran down in the end, but he's going into the bush. He should be fine. Mount up comes through for Crisp. Crisp shattering strike, flash play as Xiaohu gets the kill, and it's 2 for 2 early.
Try and sort of buy himself a bit of time to catch up and trade back versus Flandre a little bit later. I was expecting maybe a move into this mid lane to help out for a potential contest on these grubs, but it's not the case. It's another instance of AL using their early game priority to secure objectives. The first 3 grubs go their way. Still a dragon live, so that Infernal Drake is still up for both of these.
Between trying to help anybody on the map they possibly can. I need to see Weibo try to get this 30 CS differential in mid lane under wraps. Here comes the Grand Starfall on the bot side. It's going to be AL focusing onto this play, onto Xiaohu. He's going to flash out, but there's too much damage. The Dawning Shadow with the snipe from across the map. No contest coming through, so this will be their first neutral objective.
Okay, and I think that this is really, really good for Weibo to once again deny any of that stacking, deny the push into the late game. Is a very powerful tool that Weibo can use. A reminder, their composition has Victor and Sivir, 2 champions that are
put in there by Crisp. And actually, we're going to see Tarzan opt to go ahead and clear away from him. We're going to get the all in here, I guess, from Flandre. He's flashing after him with the Grand Starfall coming in, and easy as that. Tarzan makes the roam, finds the kill, and that's going to be AL now looking back to that Rift Herald play. They'll look out of that into the heal. It's going to feel pretty good, and the turret and bot side's going to go down as well, and that's first turret and feats yet again for anyone's legend, 2 games in a row.
And the Senna with Static Shiv able to match the push now of this Sivir, so there's never really a threat onto that mid-tier 1. Now, AL may lose out on this Rift Herald, and I don't think they're too worried about that. Once again, look at where Tarzan is on the map. He's constantly looking to take away these Raptors, so it is a very greedy spike for him to go at that second item.
Dave, you deserve to die for that one. It's just backing in the middle of the enemy jungle. Not even in a bush.
And himself to his own fate there, knowing that he made a bit of an
Tarzan going for the flash plan to light, or at least trying to get out with that one. Does end up using it defensively. Now he has no tools to get away from Tien, and this is where the chomp comes really alive. The setup is there on the Tarzan, and he just gets taken down in the end with a last little ricochet shot from Light. Maybe a couple picks by Weibo to get them back into this game.
To ruin their efforts, but anyone's legend looking like a well-oiled machine down toward this bot side as they look to try and take their first dragon of the game. Cloud Drake going to be taken, and does mean that we're going to get ourselves a freshly minted Ocean Soul, probably.
To the top side.
Yeah, Flandre TP's up, give that wall a good little headbutt for good measure. And AL, they need to do their due diligence, right? Let's push out this midway first. Let's catch that, make sure that they can move up to this Herald in short order. And that's going to be the case. It looks like pings from Breathe are that he wants to take this turret. He has got teleport to get up to this top side if they want to contest, but Weibo so far not in a position to do so.
Crisp is playing it right now. Tien's going to take his Crom, so looks like it will just be the trade in the end from Weibo. Not going to go contest this Atacon, and that's the 2nd permanent buff that they've given over to anyone's legend. They're going to try to make a counterplay here in mid, but TP's coming immediately out to defend it. Rift Herald play as now Kyle gets caught by Weibo. They're trying to get a 3-man Magnet Storm, get 2 of them. Breathe is in the fight now. Dawning Shadow coming across, and Xiaohu's already down. It's a major point of your damage. Light has been eviscerated here on the side. Flodger's trying to run him down. The flash play with the Q. He's strutting his stuff. The Croc's got teeth.
And they just abandon their carries. Weibo, they commit so heavily to take that tier 1 turret. Weibo flounder once again, and it's anyone's legend who profit.
That is every ADC's worst nightmare. Wondering what the sky is the limit, at least, as Flandra might have just caster cursed him in a 1v3. He's going to try to take him down, 1v4 rather, as he gets the slice and dice out. He's going to try. Downing Shadow coming across. He might get one back. He's healing so damn much, but it's not going to be enough. Now AL coming to punish after. Kyle coming over. They're low health bars here. Anyone's legend could take this one. Tarzan going to block out a ton of the damage. Take down Chris. Goes over. Gets the Sundered Sky. Gets the healing. The Maiden is doing some work now to Kyle. He gets the hit pulverize in, but nobody else is coming to save AL. They need to try to get out of this one. Tarzan turning back around. Goes for Breathe. Goes for the Execute. Doesn't have the damage there. Gets locked down. Kyle coming over to help him. Hope tried to get the heal there through Kyle, but won't find it. They lost a tier 2 for all of this. And is it going to be enough for Weibo? They're down almost 5,000 gold. The Ocean Dragons will start stacking up, though, for AL. They'll have their second now. And they themselves are looking at halfway to third item, at least, for Shanks. It's more so that scaling on this Senna, who's, I believe, if I can read that, at 70 stacks now. I think he's a legend of the game for a reason. He's a world champion for a reason. It's all those years ago, but want to see that premier form from Tien. The Baron's already started up. No vision there. Kyle goes for the play fight. He ends up catching in Chris. Chris panic Magnet Storms and is already down. Flandra popped the Dominus on the side just to keep pressure, but without Chris, without this Rel, you have no engage. It's literally Tien having to run at people.
They just rinse and repeat. Back in the brush they go.
All right, they're just using this vision game too good. Flandra goes for the flash play. Grand Starfall in, and Weibo for a second game in a row have been turned to dust. This team is nowhere near contesting the top 4, and AL makes sure they know that time and time again. Another ace, another game, and AL destroy Weibo.
And importantly for those standings, it does just create that buffer. It gives AL a little bit of a breather. And unfortunately for Weibo, it means that they are most likely going to be going down into that play-ins playthrough. They're going to have to take a game up against one of our Nirvana teams. It's not decided by any means, but this window now, the 2-game buffer that AL have got, really is going to give them such a big amount of confidence.
Weibo team with all this experience definitely doesn't want to have those lackluster performances, but they are okay with it. They ended 7th last regular season, still tried to make a run, but AL are ending their run right now, at least in this series, as Kyle just keeps tanking up now. Magnet Storm coming in as well from Chris. They get one back. Chris might be able to kill Hope in the end too, try to get a shutdown. No, Chris, he's losing to a Hope that has like less than 50 health there. He ends up dying to the minions, I believe, and Grand Starfall's coming in. This is AL just playing with their food. It's like a kid with some corn. He's just throwing it at the walls to see what happens when it does, as AL just look to close out game number 2 and this series.
Very clean performance from AL in the back half here. 12,000 gold lead. Baron at their backs. This is the series done.
Done and dusted, as all the casters love to say, as Weibo did not show up on the day, and AL 2-0.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.